coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
2nd and 7. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Safety Reed Blankenship. He got in there and stopped him for a loss on the play. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philip. Getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them, the second-round pick who started his career at Alabama. With an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens one's able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Steven Sims.
"45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Ravens will take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
55 yards.
and the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is Smith with the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for 28 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Henry up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now it's Jackson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. There's a short one caught by Uzama. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Able to slither by and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Adafe Owe
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
Still shedding tackles.
Still going. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 37. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goedert. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second and 10, Hurts dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goedert. Now the Ravens going to use one. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Jackson to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So we've reached halftime here in
one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep it with Barkley on first down.
To about the 40-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down and 4.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
A 1st down carry for Henry.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the jet sweep. And now it's Jackson off play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing is Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Well, what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. In motion, Aguilar.
Jackson from the shotgun.
This goes to a former Eagle, Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Jackson.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson.
Flush to his right.
And he is caught.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down by 7, 80 seconds remaining. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the 1st down, but he's brought down in play.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is it?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
Still first down.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley, shedding through the defense. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Malik Harrison
Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
The defense coming through there, CD, with a big-time play, and they're getting close here to getting off the field and giving their offense a chance to win this ball game.
Your partner, no one's cheering louder after that play than their offensive teammates, because they understand how different things would be if instead of going out and needing a touchdown to tie things up, they could run out there with a chance to win the game right there.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime?
And this one too low.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
They need a matching touchdown here to keep their hopes alive. Here's second down.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Nervous time now. Moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's third down.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way, and they know they're one stop from celebrating a win themselves.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for two and let it come down to one last two-point try.
Working from a 7-point deficit here in overtime of this Super Bowl. And remember, they'll need to score before time runs out as they work on second down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him. Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Jackson will keep it.
And he's going to get into the end zone. They respond with a touchdown of their own. And now decision time. Down by 1 here in OT. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens. Your Super Bowl